For many of us, the sound of running water is a familiar part of our morning routine. Chances are, within minutes of getting out of bed, most of us will be brushing our teeth, brewing coffee, or washing up. From the shower head to the sink, we depend on safe, clean water to go through our lives. But how is water transformed from the muddy brown we see flowing in the Tigert River into the pristine, sparkling liquid that comes out of our taps? The Times West Virginia went down to the City of Fairmont Water Treatment Plant, which provides the water for customers in 5 counties, and talked to utility manager Dave Sago about where tap water comes from.
Our source water is the Tigert River, as I said, and we pump from the Tigert River here to the water treatment plant.
It is the best river to get your water from.
Why is that?
It's very clean.
Our main pump station, which comes out of the main pump station, which is down on the Tigert River, that's our source water, and then into the reservoir. The reservoir, which is a large, basically storage facility for raw water. In case of an issue at the raw water main pump station, whether you lose power or would have an issue there, you still have a couple days of production in this reservoir. So that's the purpose of the reservoir, and that's why we keep it. Then from the reservoir, it goes into our newly commissioned and dedicated pretreatment facility, which is a solids contactor, or we call our pretreatment basin. It's 1.5 million gallons, which gives us the ability to add chemical in the basin to clarify the water prior to it going in on the membranes. That is injected with a polymer that basically glues all of the particles together, sinks to the bottom, and then clear water, or a better quality of water, is then brought into the facility for the membrane treatment. The membrane process is just like the pores on your skin, or the rack of membranes there, where basically it's a 100% barrier to all inorganics and viruses, bacterias, those types of things. And the water is just brought through the membrane through a vacuum and then into the system. So it adds a much more of a barrier and produces a much better quality of water than the old conventional style plant that we had back in the late 90s and early 2000s.
Okay, this is our lab. This is where we run most of our tests for our raw water coming in from the clarifier, when our water goes out into the system. And most of our tests we run is pH, alkalinity, iron, manganese, hardness. Then we check the turbidity of the water. And we've got a 1.45, so that's good. So that's why we want to keep it at. And I'm going to run a pH of the water, the treated water that goes out in the system.
I'll just put in the
This is pH solution. I'm going to try to keep our pH about 7.2, between 7.2, 7.8, 7.9. And let's see what we have. And we got 7.6.